Aha TV Ghana, a friend Joel and a Joe Pixie. Now share screen so Dr. Bawumia, yes, Church of Pentecost, a program and on what almost a friend. Minister of Education, so eja okohobi. Na okasemuna or say o mate semba be year conference for politicians at Ghana ha. Na me bompa say mompa na Holy Spirit emra sa day no kind of obia esre. O say Ghana sa conference ye Holy Spirit na wase pa because onim say nkofo be ba sia. Sa nkofo no be ba sa conference no omo nka no kre. Omo propaganda ne atemdidie na omo de yomo adwuma. Enso politics enya atemdidie. Udi matem na say message na emom no o de wo data. Also, obey say Fabra, my data, my how you are going to do it. I say, no, Church of Pentecost or more present on my report, no more data and you more my no more the statistics ever. Inti sa as a politicians, it me a politics of ideas and yet politics of propaganda. Inti sa session I'm about no. Musha da inti sa politicians for an transform. More special session. No one to am for say. Ghana politics and propaganda ni atemdidi. See Ghana for any bi. Inti oba o me ba me say me Bawumia be can say my creative jobs am I say ya. Na say we say me boa. Now the data na ba. Na ya compare with data na o ampa. Now anya atemdidi ni propaganda obegina platform so akasa o kind of mo bom nsem otumi say oh omoni adum say yes. Inti no ye nkonko tie de Bawumia e kan ya ema ana omo bom nsem sa no.
You will also be hosting a conference for politicians. I think the Holy Spirit will come down on that day. I must say, I commend the Church of Pentecost for this bold initiative and unreservedly endorse this conference. I hope and pray that this conference will positively impact our politics as a nation. Please remember to ask the politicians when we assemble to focus on the solutions to the problems of this country. And let us have a politics of ideas and solutions, not a politics of insults and propaganda. And that is what we need in Ghana. We should let our politics shine a light on what we are doing and not try to cover things in darkness. When Apostle Eric Nyamechich, Apostle Chairman, presented the State of the Church report, there was a lot of light in that report. It had a lot of light in that report. There was a lot of data. Now, data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying. And let us talk. So I think this conference will be very, very important. That let us focus on light, let us focus on data, let us eschew insults and propaganda, focus on solving problems that face this country on an everyday basis. Various problems.
Intina data asem no. Obeso che say omo kasa omo fa data ma no. Omo ti sumu. Omo ye summa. Yaka obi so ye summa che say oyebonsam. Oye evil spirit, evil or devil. Na emo obi o kasa di data ba no. Oye he's in the light. Oye child of the light. O kasa na for data ma you are child of the darkness bonsam. Oya brozamba internet just asem nya no kwa na kan e o sen so kan say say na omo de bibi I say Uber and a boat no aban so de bi beba. Now this is in a church. He made other promises. So I believe say he is not doing propaganda because we a puppet. This is holy puppet. To mean jina puppet we so enchantro. When I say kwa puppet for no kwa no, obi to mean jina puppet kwa no enchantro nti no. I say ama politicians kwa to me but I believe that Bawumia will deliver. No person actually say taxi drivers no ban ho ebe kan say oh they say omo adwuma no ekofom enam boat na ene Uber nti no. Nti omo kasa na omo plan is on any team omo develop app and then therefore the whole taxis for no na and then they are going to enroll everyone on it. Now, or say, or can be so maybe one more UK, or can be I mean, I don't know. Into Mutia, Mube say, and a crown as a gun, and say, bit me, and say to me, nay, to me, I say, bit may be.
Data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying. And let us talk. So I think this conference will be very, very important. That let us focus on light, let us focus on data, let us eschew insults and propaganda on solving problems that face this country on an everyday basis. Various problems. Not a long time, about almost a year ago, taxi drivers came to see me in my office. And one of their major problems that they presented to me and my team, they said, look, our business is collapsing. I said, what is the problem? They said, now we have Uber. And many people are not taking taxis as before. You know, people want to feel safer and for other reasons, so they will rather call Uber and bring us. So Uber is taking our business. So how can you help us? So we sat down with my team and said, okay, how do we help our taxi drivers compete with the Uber drivers so that they can also be like Uber? So we set the team to work. And so the task was to digitize the operations of our more regular taxis, just as you have with Uber. I'm happy to say that that work has now been completed. And in the next couple of months, we will be able to place our taxis, at least in Greater Accra to start with, all on an Uber-like platform. And you'll be able to call them just like you call Ubers to your homes and all of that. It's a practical solution to a practical problem. And that's the sort of thing we as politicians should be focusing on, dealing with problems of our people. And there's more actually coming, but this is not the forum. I think we are attacking everybody. Trotros will come later on, VIP buses, Ayalolo, Metromas. The whole public sector is going to go on, and private sector transport is going to go on what we call a tap and go system. When you go to England, they have the Oyster card that you travel with. Ghana is also going to have an Oyster card before the end of this year.